Hello, and welcome to LessonPix, a great online resource for creating custom therapy materials quickly and easily. We're so happy to be partnering with NSSLHA to provide you, their members, with affordable tools to help with your studies, your practicum, and eventually your practice after you graduate. As we announced at this year's ASHA conference in Atlanta, every active NSSLHA student member can get unlimited access to all of LessonPix's symbols and super easy tools for only $25. And LessonPix will donate a portion of that back to the NSSLHA Scholarship Fund. In this video, we'll show you an overview of LessonPix and how great it is for SLP students. Then, we'll walk you through signing up using NSSLHA's discount code and your NSSLHA member ID. This should only take about 5 minutes, so let's get started. LessonPix is an online tool, and you access it through your web browser. That means it works on PCs, Macs, even iPads and smartphones. We'll visit LessonPix.com, and you'll see I've already logged in. We'll walk through that process later. First, the fun stuff. LessonPix has over 14,000 classroom and therapy-appropriate symbols in over 200 categories that you can use as a student and later in your practice. You can browse the symbols by clicking the Clip Art tab and looking around, or you can do a keyword search by typing in the quick search box at the upper right. The first thing to learn about LessonPix is how to use the tray in the Material Wizard to quickly make powerful materials. We've browsed to the zoo animal category, so let's quickly grab some animal symbols into the tray. Notice we can drag the pictures over, or we can click the blue dot. That's mainly for use on tablets where dragging can be touchy sometimes. Now that we've chosen our pictures, we'll click the Create Materials button to launch the wizard. Here you'll see all the great materials you can create very quickly and easily. For example, simple picture cards for communication systems, word wall cards, visual schedules, overlays for AC devices like the ProxTalker and GoTalks, coloring sheets and cutting pages for fine motor, and especially learning games like bingo, playing cards, and spinners. Let's choose bingo cards and click Next. Here you can change the titles, quantities, and order, which doesn't really matter for bingo, but does on other materials such as visual schedules. Now we update our title to Zoo Bingo, choose 3x3 cards with a color border, and let's say we have 5 students we're working with. We'll leave the titles on the symbols, but you can remove them depending on your goals. We'll also include a page of symbols to cut up and draw from a hat. Clicking Next, LessonPix will generate a PDF with 5 cards, plus the extra symbols to draw from the hat and play the game. We just created custom bingo cards in less than 5 minutes. Now that you see how easy it is to make materials, let's take a look at our language tools like the Sound Finder that really make this tool powerful. Clicking on the Sound Finder and Other Tools tab brings us to a set of search tools to help you find exactly the pictures you need. The Sound Finder is probably the most powerful tool. It lets you easily search by sound, not letter or keyword. Let's give it a try. Let's say we wanted to focus on a particular articulation issue such as the final K sound. Choose any word that has the sound you're looking for. It doesn't matter how the sound is spelled. We'll enter take and click Get Sounds. The Sound Finder now presents us with the IPA for the word take. We choose the K sound and look for the end of word position. Because we don't want blends like shark and only isolated K sounds, we'll choose Remove Blends. The Sound Finder shows us all the words in the LessonPix library that have the K sound at the end of the word, even if they're spelled oddly, like ache. Let's quickly throw some K sound words in the tray and run the wizard. We'll create a spinner with these pictures, one of our users' favorites. The titles are fine, as is the order. We'll name it K-Sounds and choose 5 slices and titles on. Here's our PDF, complete with the needle to cut out and pin to the center. Think of how hard this would be by hand. The rest of the language tools are just as useful. The Letter Finder works the same, but with letters, not sounds. Great for the letter of the week. Pattern Finder lets you search for CVC style patterns. You can search for simple rhymes and even look for minimal pairs. That one's probably worth a quick demo. Let's say you're working on an LW substitution. Choose any example pair, such as lake and wake. LessonPix finds all the words that differ in the same way. Here you'll see light and white, and lay and way. You'll even see clean and queen. Drag them to the tray and make exactly the materials you need. Now that you have a taste for what LessonPix does, let's go through signing up with your NSSLHA discount. First, we'll log out of the site and go back to the home page. Click Sign Up Now to start the sign-up process. Enter your email, choose a username and a password, and enter the NSSLHA promo code in the last field. This code may change periodically, but this video will always be updated to show the latest code. Click Sign Up to get to the payment screen. Notice that your discount has been applied and that you are required to enter your valid NSSLHA ID to proceed. Enter your credit card information and click Purchase Subscription to complete your sign-up. That's it. You'll get a welcome email and you'll have full access to all of our tools and symbols for 1 full year. There's lots more to learn about LessonPix, so make sure you watch our other instructional videos, including how to add your own pictures to LessonPix, getting to know you bingo, and using LessonPix for early literacy. If you have any questions or problems, you can always reach us through the help page or by emailing support@lessonpix.com. You can also follow us on Twitter and like us on Facebook to keep up with the latest. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a great time using LessonPix.